See that hole in the ground? It's not just a tunnel, it's a decision. One flashlight, one heartbeat, and a kind of darkness that eats sound. In Vietnam, some soldiers volunteered for a job most people can't even imagine. They went down where maps meant nothing, and every meter felt like a gamble. They were called tunnel rats. Would you enter?
The Vietnam War wasn't fought like a clean front line. It was fought through ambushes, hidden routes, and places air power couldn't simply erase. If you can't hold ground against a modern army, you survive by disappearing, and the ground itself becomes your shield. So underground systems grew, used to move, store supplies, hide, and strike, then vanish again. To the soldiers above, it felt like fighting an enemy who could melt into the earth.
Near Saigon, in the Cu Chi district, tunnels became legendary. At their peak, sources describe the Cu Chi network linking Viet Cong support bases over about 250 kilometers, stretching from the outskirts of Saigon toward the Cambodian border. But the terrifying part wasn't the number. It was the idea. This wasn't one tunnel. It was layers, branches, chambers, trapdoors. A hidden system built to outthink a force that owned the skies.
These tunnel systems weren't random holes. They were designed to control movement, hide entrances, and create confusion. Small openings, camouflaged on the jungle floor. Tight turns and narrow passages that forced intruders to slow down. Hidden chambers that could serve as storage, meeting spaces, and medical areas. And ventilation, sometimes cleverly disguised, so people could stay below longer without being seen. Above ground, it looked like ordinary forest. Below ground, it was infrastructure.
Imagine the heat, the humidity, the air that feels used up. No sunlight, limited space, constant risk that the ceiling above you is being bombed or searched. Living underground demanded discipline, noise control, smoke control, routines, lookout systems. To the people using the tunnels, they were protection. To the people hunting them, they were a maze. Imagine the heat, the darkness, the tunnel, the trap, the silence. Would you enter?
Now add the part no one wants to picture. The tunnels weren't only defended by fighters. They were defended by the environment. Tight spaces, low visibility, and traps meant to slow you down and break your nerve. Tripwires, concealed pits, sudden dead ends. And the psychological weapon. You never knew if the next corner held a person or just silence. Until the silence exploded.
U.S. and Allied forces tried many ways to deal with tunnels. Sealing entrances, destroying sections, pumping smoke, using gas, explosives, anything that could deny the underground advantage. But the core problem stayed the same. To truly understand a tunnel complex, somebody had to go inside. Not with a squad, not with a vehicle, with a body.
That's where the tunnel rats come in. They had to travel light. Helmets and bulky gear could be a liability underground. Accounts and museum summaries describe soldiers entering with a pistol and a flashlight, and later adding basics like a communications wire, compass, or bayonet to help communicate and check for danger. This wasn't a glory mission. It was a job of nerves, of listening, of moving slowly enough to survive, and doing it again the next day. Would you enter?
So picture the moment. You kneel at a camouflaged hatch. The jungle is loud, birds, insects, distant engines. But when you open the entrance, the world changes. Your flashlight beam falls into a void that doesn't reflect back. You go down. Your shoulders scrape the walls. Your breathing becomes the loudest thing you've ever heard. You move inch by inch because speed is how you die. And every time you stop, you listen for a whisper, a footstep, a breath that isn't yours.
In January 1966, Allied forces launched Operation Crimp, a major search and destroy operation aimed at a Viet Cong base area north of Saigon, near the region known as the Iron Triangle. During the operation, forces uncovered a vast tunnel complex and recovered large quantities of documents and intelligence material, so significant that later summaries emphasize the scale of the document haul and what it revealed about Viet Cong organization. Operation Crimp became one of those moments that proved the underground war wasn't a rumor. It was a system.
Tunnel warfare wasn't cinematic. It was mud, silence, fear, and decisions measured in centimeters. And it leaves one honest question. Would you enter? If you want the full series on Vietnam's hidden war, subscribe and check the long videos on the channel.